Hi guys, Eman here of Gadget Pilipinas. So Realme is set to launch its newest mid-range flagship in the Philippines, and they call it the Realme GT Master Edition. If you remember, this is one of the devices in their GT lineup. There's the Realme GT, which is their high-end flagship, the Realme GT Master Explorer Edition, which is just slightly below the GT, at least on paper, and then there's this Realme GT Master Edition, which is technically an upper mid-range phone. Realme is so proud of this device that they even sent it in this fancy case, along with a few other items like photo cards, bag accessory, stickers, and this nice wallet. Now, before we get into our first impressions, let's see what's inside the box. Let's talk design. I'm pretty sure you've seen our teaser for this phone, and a lot of people would be able to tell the phone's resemblance to a suitcase. The idea comes from Naoto Fukasawa, the industrial engineer who has worked with brands like Muji, Alacy, Herman Miller, and a lot more. If you'll remember, he was also the one behind the design of the Realme X Master Edition. Now, going back to the back of the phone, the suitcase-inspired look may not be everyone's cup of tea, but it does a good job of preventing fingerprints and smudges from ruining your day. Though I'd imagine most people would be using this with a case anyway. This Voyager gray color also gives off that formal and industrial vibe. While many brands have completely ditched the headphone jack, Realme has opted to keep it for this phone, along with a USB-C port, microphone, and speaker grill at the bottom. The phone has a 6.43-inch Super AMOLED display that makes watching content a visual treat. Add 120Hz refresh rate and 360Hz touch sampling rate to the mix, and you get smooth and fluid animations that greatly enhance the user experience. It also has Widevine L1 certification, so you can enjoy your Netflix favorites at higher quality. In terms of hardware, the Realme GT Master Edition packs a Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G 5G processor, 8GB of RAM, and up to 256GB of storage. It also features dynamic RAM expansion, which means it can tap into its internal storage for up to 5GB more of RAM to boost performance when needed. While I'm not allowed to show you any benchmarks just yet, I can at least tell you that the gaming experience on this phone is more than satisfactory. So far, I have tested it with Genshin Impact, which runs well even when using the highest preset plus 60 FPS setting, and Real Racing 3, which also runs very smooth. At the back of the phone are three cameras: a 64 megapixel main, 8 megapixel ultra wide, and a 2 megapixel macro lens. That makes it well adaptive and flexible enough for most shooting situations. Overall, our sample shots showed plenty of detail, texture, and good exposure. Here's a few of them. The device can also capture up to 4K 30 FPS videos. There's also UIS and UIS Max video stabilization, though you're limited to 1080p. The phone runs Android 11 with realme UI 2.0 on top. While UI performance was smooth and snappy, there's still a lot of pre-installed apps that I wish were optional. Features that I've always loved on realme's UI are still here, particularly the smart sidebar for quick access to apps and other actions, and the game assistant, which lets you set the touch sensitivity, performance modes, disable alerts, and more. Realme GT Master Edition houses a 4300 mAh battery, which seems a bit underwhelming for a 2021 device, but it does make up for it with 65-watt Super Dart fast charging via its USB-C port. They claim that it can charge the battery to full in less than 40 minutes, which is nothing short of impressive. At the time of making this video, Realme is yet to disclose the local pricing for the Realme GT Master Edition, which is set to officially make its local debut on September 24, 6 o'clock p.m. via a live stream at Realme Philippines' official Facebook page. So that's it for this unboxing and first impressions of the Realme GT Master Edition. If you like this video, please don't forget to click like and subscribe. You may also visit gadgetpilipinas.net or Gadget Pilipinas on Facebook for more tech-related content. Once again, this is Eman, and thank you for tuning in.